I am mixing up the variety of multimedia review resources, so you can practically realize the new societies that await you. The approach in Chapter 3 mixes AI and machine learning, with computerized avatars. The voices are all created by the machine. Welcome to this chapter and the new worlds. In Chapters 1 and 2, we discussed a lot about us as individuals, and how we affect and are affected by cultures. But, what do we mean by culture? I gave you a discussion task to open the chapter. I hope you took the time to complete it, and discussed your ideas with others. I think it is a wasted opportunity if you don't use the discussion tasks. Culture is simply about groups of people. But, it is also about individuals within groups. The two are inescapably linked. We cannot completely understand H2O, the properties of ice, water or steam, by only speaking of ice, water, or steam in isolation. Perhaps our similar limited understandings of cultures lead us into misunderstandings. Culture is learned. It is not an innate phenomenon. To believe that culture is a hereditary trait, underestimates the learning process by which all individuals adopt and adapt to their contexts. We should refrain from putting cultures into some hierarchical order, as perhaps economists might do with the health and well-being of economies. Hofstede and Hofstede, names we will return to often in this chapter, argue that culture is a collective phenomenon, because it is partly shared with other people in a social environment. It is the collective programming of the mind that distinguishes the members of one group or category of people from another. The Hofstedes outline 3 levels of mental programming common to all humans, namely, human nature, personality, and culture. Human nature is universal. It is inherited and common to all people. Personality is specific to individuals, and is, arguably, mostly learned. Culture is specific to groups and is learned. I hope you took the time to complete the discussion task associated with these 3 levels. I also hope you found the process of clearly identifying one characteristic to within only one dimension quite hard. I find the triangle pictorial representation limits the blending of characteristics. Instead, I favor a Venn diagram. See you in some form in the next brief video summary.